Join me as I dive into the new SDS rules in Canada and see if I can figure out what this means for the future of the 10-year visa. Canada has recently made some significant changes to its SDS rules, and if you're an international student planning to study in Canada, you need to know what these changes mean for you. The most significant change is the elimination of the 10-year visa policy by default, and today we're going to explore what this means and how it affects you. The new SDS rules pose significant challenges for prospective students. For one, the elimination of the 10-year visa policy by default means that students will have to go through a more rigorous process to secure their visa, which can be time-consuming and unpredictable. This can lead to a lot of anxiety and uncertainty for students who are already going through a lot to get accepted into a Canadian university. Furthermore, the new rules may also lead to a more competitive environment, where students are pitted against each other for limited spots, adding to the stress and pressure. Another challenge is that the new rules may also limit access to certain programs and institutions, especially for students from certain countries. This could mean that some students may not be able to pursue their dream program or attend their preferred institution, simply because of their country of origin. This could lead to a significant brain drain, where talented students are forced to look elsewhere for education and opportunities. Additionally, the new rules may also affect students who are already in Canada. For instance, students who are currently on a multi-year program may find that their visa is no longer valid for the entire duration of their program, forcing them to reapply or leave the country. This can be a huge disruption to their studies and personal lives. The new SDS rules also raise concerns about the impact on student diversity in Canada. By making it more difficult for international students to get into Canadian universities, the new rules may lead to a homogenization of the student population, where Canadian students are disproportionately represented. This could lead to a loss of diversity and international perspectives, which are essential for a well-rounded education. Let's dive deeper into the details of the new SDS rules. To be eligible, students will need to meet specific criteria, including language proficiency, academic requirements, and proof of financial support. The application process will also be more streamlined, with students able to apply online and track their application status. However, the elimination of the 10-year visa policy by default means that students will need to provide more documentation and proof of their intentions to return to their home country after completing their studies. The implications of not receiving the 10-year visa by default are significant. For one, students will need to reapply for their visa every year, which can be time-consuming and costly. This could also affect their ability to participate in co-op programs or internships, which are essential for gaining practical experience. Furthermore, the lack of a 10-year visa may also affect students' ability to work part-time or full-time after graduating, affecting their ability to settle in Canada. The new SDS rules may also have a significant impact on international student enrollment in Canada. With the elimination of the 10-year visa policy by default, Canada may become a less attractive option for international students, who may choose to pursue education in other countries with more favorable visa policies. This could lead to a decline in international student enrollment, which could have significant implications for the Canadian education system and economy. The new SDS rules also raise questions about the long-term impact on the Canadian education system. With a potential decline in international student enrollment, universities may need to rely more heavily on domestic students, which could lead to a shift in the demographic makeup of the student population. This could also affect the type of programs and courses offered, as universities may need to adapt to changing student needs. The most critical insight about these changes is that they reflect a fundamental shift in how Canada approaches international students. By making it more difficult for international students to get into Canadian universities, the new rules suggest that Canada is prioritizing its own interests over the needs of international students. This could have significant implications for the future of the education system and Canada's reputation as a welcoming destination for international students. To summarize, the new SDS rules present significant challenges and changes for international students, including the elimination of the 10-year visa policy by default, more rigorous application processes, and potential barriers to entry into Canadian educational institutions. Thanks for watching, and if you're an international student affected by these changes, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more insights on immigration and education, and hit that subscribe button for more content like this.